Greetings and thank you for watching. Today I wanted to tell you about this book by R.B. Braithwaite, Scientific Explanation, which, if I'm not mistaken, was the very first book published in the 20th century, dedicated completely to scientific explanation from the logical positivistic view. And the subtitle is A Study of the Function of Theory, Probability, and Law in Science. And this was published in first published in 1953 by Cambridge University Press. And it was reissued in 1960 by Harper and Row. And that's the version I have here. But it's essentially the same version that was published by Cambridge University Press. And it's dedicated to John Maynard Keynes. Interesting. And 1953, of course, was a year during which logical positivism was in its prime. And but it says this book contains the substance of the course of lectures which I delivered in 1946 at Trinity College. So 1946, of course, was the heyday of logical positivism. So I think this was the first book, again, as I said, dedicated completely to an account of scientific explanation from the perspective of logical positivism. And it doesn't surprise that you have all these logical formulas. From the beginning, in chapter 1, the first section is what is science? And that's, of course, a huge question. And it says, in this book, the word science will be taken to include all the natural sciences, physical and biological, and also such parts of psychology, thank you very much, and of the social sciences. It will exclude all philosophy, which is not general science. It continues below. The function of science, in this sense of the word, is to establish general laws covering the behavior of the empirical events or objects with which the science in question is concerned. And before that, it says this sense of the word, it says, and it will exclude also all the disciplines of pure mathematics and symbolic logic, which are not about empirical facts at all. This sense of the word science, which is natural science, corresponds pretty closely with the most frequent modern use of the word. It is synonymous with natural science. If man is included within nature, I guess woman too, right? So it goes on. Of course, it's a relatively thick book. It has over 300, almost 400 pages, 374 pages. So it continues, and of course, it includes a very, very detailed analysis of how logical positivism conceives of explanation, and in various ways. One, of course, the classical one is the nomological deductive or covering law model, first proposed in 1948 by Hempel and Oppenheim, which was the very first logical positivistic proposal of the logic of explanations. Be well and see you next time.